Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Not come on in. Not come. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue. Hey, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video. Right?
Come on in. Come on in.
All right. Okay, y'all. So, Belle Collective. There's a new intro. I both dislike it and also like it. I disliked it because it looked a tad bit cheap. The women did not, the production of it. I did like the fact that there were no husbands, completely unnecessary. Nobody asked for this. Thank you, but no, thank you. Okay. And I imagine that some of the husbands after last season, they kind of don't want to be in the spotlight of this show exactly because all of them are talked about bad with the exception of Willie. And I feel like Willie's going to get his turn this season. Oh, just hold on. We're getting there. Latrice and Letitia meet up. And to be very honest, I have no idea what happened in this conversation. But what I do know is Latrice still does not see it for Letitia. She does not trust her. The bow has broken. The door has closed. And I think everybody can see two things about Letitia Pearson. Number one is you're a snake. And I don't say that in the good Medusa way, girl. Oh, no. I say that in a way that you were willing to do any and everything to make other people look bad on this show while viewing it as you producing the show. I think that's what you've been doing, Letitia. So when you and Aikeisha have that sit down and you completely deny having someone, or wanting someone to reach out to Willie via DMs to make it seem as if he was cheating on Aikeisha, yeah, I don't believe you. I definitely think it's something that you would do. Let's not forget about the way you and Marie went and met with Tambra's ex. And the only reason Tambra is still mad at Marie is because Marie refuses to apologize because Marie did that from a space of being jealous of Tambra. And if she admits that she was wrong, then she would also have to deal with the fact that she does these things because she's jealous. And she doesn't want to do that. She doesn't. So here we are. Okay. Latrice still doesn't trust you. And I don't think she should. To be very clear, y'all, when it comes to Latrice, I don't feel like she is untrustworthy when she is telling on Letitia. Just to be clear, I'm not saying that she's not lying about certain things or she's 100% truthful every time. But when it comes to the things she has told us about Letitia doesn't even deny most of the shit. This is the first time she's actually denied anything. But Letitia has been known past seasons to be doing things behind the scenes in order to bring certain stories to the forefront about cast members that she may not like and lying on people. Now, Latrice, of course, you were also a liar because at one point you were going along with a lot of this shit because Letitia was your friend. So please don't misunderstand me. I'm not letting Letitia off. I'm sorry, Latrice completely off, off the hook with this situation. I'm not. But I also feel like when it comes to the shit that she's telling everybody about what Letitia does behind the scenes, I think she's telling the truth. And that's just really what it is. Okay. I thought I put the live for 3. But that's okay. We literally just started. So you haven't missed anything. And you can always rewind and catch what you did miss, but we are just now starting the review. So moving on from there, Aikeisha is coming out with a bamboo pajama line. And let me tell y'all something. I really respect the fact that Aikeisha has decided that she is going to capitalize off this opportunity while she has it. Okay. I know we really didn't like the bougie colorist. There are no pretty girls on Belle Collective version of Aikeisha, but the version we've been seeing recently, I'm enjoying. I'm just going to have to say. And I also don't feel like she really gives off bougie like that. It just gives, I'm light skinned and grew up in Mississippi just like y'all. And I come from an affluent family. So of course I'm going to have a certain level of confidence or, delusions of grandeur, whichever one you feel, I'm going to have a certain level of that about myself. And that is going to make insecure people feel away. I've been around many a Aikeisha in my life, and it never bothers me, girl. Be as bougie and light skinned and colorist as you'd like to be. I don't need to fool with you because I don't do colorism, y'all. It's not one of the things I don't fool a lot with people who are colorist. I have a like real like no colorism policy to the point that I overcheck myself about who I'm attracted to because of that. Because again, I told y'all the light skinned girls with the light eyes have been calling to me, and I wanted to stop. Okay, because they're all toxic. Okay, like why are you fishing for compliments? You know what you look like. Cut it out. You know what I mean? But whatever. Whatever, we're not going to get into that. We're going to focus on the fact that, yes, I understand what Letitia and Glendale said about Willie and Aikeisha, but I really don't agree. I feel like y'all feel how y'all feel because y'all are scammers and y'all are looking at people that actually do work those jobs, that do have those businesses, that are making that money versus people like yourselves that got a little bit of something, but for the most part, you're faking and fronting and wanting to seem as if you're keeping up with the Joneses, and Aikeisha and them are the Joneses. That's the vibe it's giving to me. Okay. I'm just saying. But the fact that Aikeisha just be out there frying fish down to the park for her husband's birthday, yeah, it's not giving, and I'm sure that was intentional, but it's still not giving as bougie as y'all trying to make it seem. She talk about sex stuff. Like Aikeisha, for the most part, I feel like is very blunt and open and honest in the way she speaks. Like she doesn't really like shy away from topics that often, like sex or anything like that. So she never makes me feel like she's really bougie. You know what I mean? I just feel like she looks a certain way and comes from a certain family and lifestyle. So that procures a certain type of personality. You know what I mean? That's just me. The bamboo pajamas idea, golden. Because girl, when I tell you I be hot and I want some, I'm gonna have to look into it, Aikeisha, because I want some. I do. I absolutely do. They do a photo shoot. Letitia comes over because Letitia is doing her rounds, trying to clean it all up so that the show doesn't dismantle. Because y'all know she is probably hinging a lot of her self-validation on being Letitia Pearson of the Belle Collective at this point. Oh, yeah, we're in season 5. That means you've definitely been like, if I don't have this job, what I'm gonna do, Lord? Like, how am I gonna keep renting out Porsche Cayennes if I don't have this check? And I don't even know how much they getting paid at this point. Like, I don't even know. Y'all gonna have to tell me. But like I said, they discussed the whole plot on Willie, and she denies it all. Sure. But we want everybody to get along. Okay. So now we're gonna be working on the other women getting along. Okay. We see Selena. We see Selena and her man Michael. I said, oh, great. Another unintelligible black man who's wearing all of the jewelry he owns in this one scene. And listen, I like Selena, but the way you're gonna find out how delusional women are sometimes is based on the nigga that they are with, the man that they love. That's how you figure out how delusional they can be sometimes. Okay. Now don't get me wrong. I already know what this is. Selena is beautiful. Like no matter what, Selena is like having neighborhood Beyonce, bitch. Okay. She's beautiful, nice body, nice temperament. Like, like she just gives off real good energy on top of the fact that she's extremely attractive. So when you look at her man, it's giving dope dealer. And I'm not saying he does that because, in 2024, a dope dealer energy can be, I'm in real estate. I flip houses. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But he has the jeweler down to the cell phone. I know that. He had all his jewelry on. He had 2 big diamond chains on, all his rings, his canary yellow diamond bracelet. I was just like, sir, we're going to see you more episodes. You didn't have to wear all the jewelry. So that lets me know you out here flossing real hard. I'm not exactly sure what he does for a living, but it looks like at some point it was illegal based off the energy I'm getting. I also don't like I said, unintelligible. Why can't he speak? Yes, he doesn't have as many words as JJ, but just as incoherent. We still don't understand what's being said. I really feel like the Mississippi school system failed the black men. I don't know what is going on, Maybe it's just the heterosexual black men from Mississippi, because I feel like I've encountered many a black man from Mississippi that is gay that can open up their mouths and speak. Like you can understand what they're saying, even with a heavy drawl, you can understand what they're saying. These men, it seems as if have no concept of how to open up their mouths when they speak. So they just kind of throw out grunts. And I'm like, what is going on? That's why people are calling the Mississippi men cavemen. It's not just because you have caveman like thoughts when it comes to women, and men in gender roles. Like you think in a very regressive, oppressive manner, as if there is no book reading, art, or anything that would require a nuanced outlook on gender. But either way, you can't fucking speak. What is going on? The school system absolutely failed. I don't understand why the women and the gay men can speak, but it's seemingly, a lot of you straight men cannot. It's so upsetting. So she's discussing planning a wedding. Yeah, well, that's all you. You and your friend. They be talking about that. That's what you and your friends gonna have to do, because I don't know nothing about that. That's you and your friend. All right. She also discusses how the relationship with JJ and her daughters has deteriorated since the last time we saw them, because JJ felt as if the daughters were not going to respect or be cool with Shantae, that he was not going to speak to them. So if they aren't speaking to Soguchi, JJ is not speaking to his daughters. And I feel like that's stupid, because this is a situation where Soguchi started this shit, whether y'all want to admit that or not. And if your daughters don't want to have conversations with somebody that ran up on their mama and then filed charges when she beat their ass, so to speak, now I don't want to speak to you, because I feel like you did too much to my mama. You ran up on her, and then you press charges against her. And now my dad is telling me that I have to talk to you in order for him to talk to me. I would not be talking to my dad. You are not going to bully me or push me into a corner when it comes to who I want to engage with. Because at the end of the day, Soguchi felt like she could ignore Selena when Selena speaks to her, like she did when they got into that fight. She was being unreasonably rude and disrespectful, acting as if Selena has never been around before, acting as if she had just not went to Selena's house for the girls. It seems like she knew how to act as far as she was only encountering Selena because of the girls. But as soon as she started to encounter Selena because of the show, now you're mad because you feel like this show is your show and you were kept off of the other show. So you have an issue with the fact that, she's on this show now. And I get that, but it's petty and it's small. And for JJ to allow that reasoning, that mentality to stop him from having a relationship with his daughters, it would just have to be what it is. We're not speaking then. At the end of the day, JJ, you and Soguchi will be out of here before the daughters. So, I'm sorry, but we'll just, I'm not, I can't wish nothing that's inevitable on you. Okay. But what I will say is, if you and Soguchi ever break up, if you, and I'm not saying that will happen. She look like she gonna hold on to that man's neck for as long as she possibly can. She gonna hold on to them little ponytails until they rip off his best scalp. Okay. I just feel like at the end of the day, this is what Soguchi wanted. So if you don't care about your daughters like that, JJ, that's fine. That's fine. I just think it's fucked up. I do. I think it's really fucked up that he would stop talking to them because of that situation. And also that he even wanted her to press charges against Selena. Like, what the fuck is that about? Like, why do y'all feel like y'all get to bully Selena and her children can't defend her? Like, that is so weird. Y'all, I feel like, are so used to seeing mother-daughter relationships that are like competitive or toxic, that whenever y'all see mother and daughter relationships that showcase a mother and daughter defending each other, y'all don't know how to take that. And that's so weird to me. It's the same thing with Mel and her mom. Like, y'all really decided to bring Miss Van into this situation simply because what? She took her daughter's side, and because y'all's moms were getting involved in foolishness. So we're going to bring Mel's mom into the bullshit as far as our beefs are concerned and all of that, even though Miss Van didn't do anything to Letitia. Yeah, okay. We'll get into that later. Um, but I definitely feel like it's the same thing here. Like, Selena's daughters are supposed to defend her. And I think it's weird that y'all think she was supposed to pick the side of someone who's literally not her mom. I don't listen, don't ask me for no body parts, nigga. It's on you. Okay. Ask Soguchi, ask Shantae. So moving on from there, Latrice and Cliff are about to open Goddess Links. I think it's crazy that it seems as if that restaurant slash bar is more far along than Goddess Links. I think it is. I think it's an extension of how Latrice has to put her needs and wants on the back burner so that she can keep Cliff happy. I'm also tired of having Cliff and Latrice have these stupid conversations about men and women's roles on the show. um, Latrice, if you feel like your husband is not abusive to you, do us a favor and stop forcing him to have conversations in which he tells us and you that you are lower than him and you are supposed to play your position as the woman, the female, and be under him. That's what he feels. That's what he feels. And you married him and you are staying married to him. So on some level, you agree with that. You might want to fight about it on the show and in confessionals, but essentially your choice to stay married to a man who talks to you like that still, that's who he is. That's who he is, sis. So do us a fucking favor and stop trying to get the public to feel sorry for you or argue, on your behalf with Cliff. Because I feel like that's what happens in these moments where she's talking to us about my husband and his views and the way he sees me and the way he views himself. And, we're kind of having a dick swinging contest, girl. If you think that it's cute and funny to have these types of conversations consistently with your significant other, I can't do nothing for you. It's not funny to me. I think you playing yourself when you act like you don't really have a problem with the way he thinks. Like, you want to defend the way he thinks. You want to tell us that he's not abusive towards you. And then you want to get up here on the screen and have conversations that you know are going to inflame the public who watch this show. A whole bunch of business women or women who have hopes of being entrepreneurs or just women that have any fucking self-confidence whatsoever watching this show in 2024 are going to look at you and your husband and be like, that's crazy. Why is she letting him talk to her like that? Girl. So the fact that you keep bringing that conversation to the show, it makes me feel like you really want us to be going in on Cliff, and then you get mad at people for going in on Cliff, talking about it's affecting his business and all of that. I can't fucking tell, Latrice. I can't fucking tell. Y'all about to open a restaurant slash bar with an apartment on the top. Y'all adding palm trees to y'all backyard, and he telling you come from his fucking rib. I don't know what's going on, but I know it ain't got nothing to do with me. So Gucci and JJ go to help Aikeisha because even though Aikeisha has money and all of that, she has not lived in Mississippi for a long time. So she does not know a generator is needed. A generator is needed, girl. You need you a deep freezer and something connected to a generator. All right, go ahead and have Big Willie figure that out for you. Since you want to be in Mississippi while you're taping this show and then back in Jersey when it's no longer taping. Either way, Gucci and JJ come over to help her clean out the refrigerator. A part of Aikeisha's storyline this season is that she's going through menopause. So she's having hot flashes, mood swings. She is emotional at certain times. And that is going to really bring to the forefront how much she does on her own. Low-key, how much Willie resents her for wanting to be in Mississippi. I feel like a lot of his absence is kind of like a I don't give a fuck absence because you don't want to be in Mississippi anyway. And the fact that Aikeisha is tripping out about having to do all of this shit by herself, it's like, well, if your ass wasn't in Mississippi, you wouldn't have to do all of this by yourself. I think that's the mentality. I think he has weaponized incompetence on some level as well. Because she gets really emotional about cleaning out that refrigerator. Also, JJ brought some sex toys. He brought a pocket pussy. And I feel like the joke in that was, if I can give him a pocket pussy, he won't be cheating when y'all aren't together. And that would go along with Letitia's whole idea, that whole thing to make it seem as if Willie was cheating on Aikeisha. I think the cast may have been having conversations about what that looked like, especially since Letitia and Glendale was supposed to be setting Willie up. It may have been a conversation that they had with So Gucci and JJ, but the gift kind of, I won't say it was out of left field. And it's not that I feel like it's inappropriate. It felt like a jab. It really did. Like a pocket pussy. Word. Like it felt like shade to me. And I do think Aikeisha and JJ are, especially I'm sorry, So Gucci, Shantae and JJ. I think they have a very envious energy. I think they do. I think they both have envious energy about them, meaning they will do things together that are low key a jab at somebody, as long as it's made light of or it's funny and fun, so that everybody will kind of misconstrue it. But really, they meaning to shade your fucking ass, because on some level they're envious of something about you or something that you have. That's what it feels like to me. Like, So Gucci would absolutely be passive aggressive towards Aikeisha, because Aikeisha's lifestyle might seem slightly better only because she gets to go to New Jersey. She, gets to go be in somebody's blue state, and live a rich life, which I'm sure is probably a more expensive life than being rich in Mississippi. You know what I mean? But either way, I think a lot of the girls have that mentality towards Aikeisha. Just some say it and some don't. But she's getting together this birthday party for Willie, and it's a fish fry, right? So Willie comes home. He'd been at the airport for 12 hours because this big storm that knocked out the electricity. Child, the electricity was back on by the time they were taping. So I don't know why she was, girl, in her feelings. But I get it. Again, the menopause, hormones. Okay. The main thing is when she told him that she needed to go and get things together for this party, so he had to get the kids together. And he was like, wait, you leaving me with the kids? Sir, that was you raising your voice. And she said, yeah, what you mean? I've been with these damn kids for whole fucking weeks by myself. Yeah. And they were like, oh, wait, calm down. You gaslit her. You gaslit her in that fucking moment, Willie, because you raised your voice about the fact that she was leaving the children with you, as if you hadn't seen them. You haven't seen them in 2 weeks, and it's been all on her. So yeah, it's looking like swap, nigga. It's looking like the swap off. Yes. I've had them all this time alone. Now it's your turn. Abso-fucking-lutely. Especially since what she's leaving the kids with you for is for you. Your party. Your fish fry. Yeah, Willie. So when he turned around and act like she was getting all heightened with him, no, nigga, don't ask me no stupid fucking question about if I'm leaving the kids with you. Yes. Yes, you they daddy, ain't you? Oh yeah, then if I have to go do something that requires me to leave them here, who else is gonna watch them, nigga? Don't ask me no stupid fucking questions. And then when I get heightened in my, in my leveling, I'm matching where you at with it, nigga. Don't play with me. That shit right there. And then in the confessional, she says, he's only worried about his sexual pleasure above everything else, because as soon as he got home that night, they had to have sex, even though she's going through menopause. Okay. We not about to deal with this Kimmy Coochie situation where y'all being rammed in to be walking around with a wet cooch all day because y'all can't tell these niggas no sometimes. He absolutely needs a pocket pussy. That's what it's given. Okay. So we get to the fish fry. Again, Glenn and Letitia get there, and in the confessional, Glendale is like, oh, they're so hoity-toity. They're so bougie. Ah, please. No, y'all are in the fucking basement and insecure. So these people seem bougie. Really, Willie don't like none of y'all niggas, and I can understand why he don't like y'all. Y'all might have the same misogynistic mindsets, but there's something to be said for education. Yeah, some niggas feel like I'm not about to have a conversation with a nigga I can't understand. Yeah, that's aggravating to me. For me to be like, what you say? What you say? What you say? Yeah, that's aggravating. I won't fucking talk to y'all. Okay? Yeah. Tambra. When Tambra gets there, oh my God, she's protecting the baby. Okay, because y'all know Tambra had her little girl. And we haven't heard anything about, the baby daddy. We haven't heard anything about that. So I'm just kind of like, okay, Tambra's here, but we still don't know what's going on in her personal life. Maybe we'll get there by episode 3, 4, 5. We'll find out. I don't know. Marie is rude as fuck, but cute. She was really cute at this picnic. I loved her hair. I liked her makeup. I liked her outfit. She was just cute down here to the park, girl. Okay. But when Tambra walks up and she doesn't even look up from her phone, I was just like, bitch, you so rude. You could have spoke to that lady. But Tambra's like, fine, because I don't want to speak to her either. Moving on. And then instead of Latrice showing up with her old ass husband, she came with Selena, titties shaking. Do you hear me? I was just like, Lord. I don't know why anybody felt a way about this, because So Gucci wasn't there. And So Gucci is the only one that has a problem with Selena. Child, even fucking Marie is cool with Selena. Selena went, hey, Marie. Marie got up, hey, Selena, girl. Hugged her. Somebody, we've known each other for years. I love Selena. She's a really, really good person. And, I don't mind her being friends with Latrice. And me and Latrice don't like each other, girl. That ain't got nothing to do with me and Selena's relationship. I said, okay, so everybody can seem to understand this concept at this moment. But when So Gucci come around, everybody gonna act different, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, Letitia, if you think you about to cry your way through this fucking season, you are not a white woman, Letitia. We're not doing that with you. If you fake burst into tears one more fucking time trying to force these women to be cool with one another so you can keep a check while escaping accountability for how you were actually causing a ruckus amongst them these last few seasons, get the fuck out of our face with this, Letitia. If you're not going to be for fucking real, get out of our face with this. Get out of my face with this, girl. Crying and shit, being messy the whole time. You've been messy the whole time. You literally was trying to fuck with them people marriage over there. And now that no one trusts you, after what you did to Tambra, after how you ran up on Latrice talking about you's an insecure bitch. Girl, you went in on Latrice in a way that seemed out of pocket, out of nowhere, and completely unnecessary, bitch. Girl, what? Just because she wasn't going along with your lies no more? Girl, Going away from us with this, Letitia. Go cry to Glendale. Don't cry to us, okay? Now, they're going to try to force everybody to get along once again because we all want to keep this check. We all want to keep this show. But I don't know. I don't know, girl. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. So let me see. She came at Aikeisha and her friend who is staying with them already. No one is going to talk about Cliff because it won't make a difference. Oh, okay. You talking about Joshi? Glad I made it. I never received a notification. Girl, they play on my top. They do. They're treating Aikeisha like an interloper, but she has deep roots in Mississippi. Yes, and she sounds and acts like it. She studied the white women tears, way of the flesh. She absolutely did. All of the ladies look nice. They do. Everybody does look nice, except for, every once in a while when we catch them with their wigs peeling up. I really feel like the girls who live in the deep South needs to find a new way to do what they need to do. It's too hot. It's too hot, girls. I love y'all, but you're sweating the wig out and we can see it because we all have HD TVs now. Nobody's watching you in standard definition 4:3, bitch. No, we are all in 1080p or above, watching you on a big screen TV or on a big ass phone. This is getting out of hand. Anyway, you guys, we're about to flip on over to Love and Marriage Huntsville.